Windows are all smashed in here. What you see here is actually not graffiti, this is people letting the world know who they really are. Burned out light fixtures. More aftermath of burnt cars. Going inside, there's one of the bus stops that was pulled out of the ground. Now inside, that's where they broke in and stole who knows how much worth of stuff. Other than that, thankfully, pretty much everything else is no damage to the inside of the store, but as you can see, the windows on these doors have all been smashed. More smashed windows. As I said, all this stuff written up on here, that was not put up by the rioters, those are the real fans. I believe this entrance is still open. Nope, that entrance is closed. Probably due to fire damage. London Drugs seems to have fared a little bit better. They've fixed the windows. This, I'm not sure. This is actually renovation, I believe, not riot damage. So yeah, doesn't look like they've got at much in here. Although, stuff was stolen, obviously. Police helicopter. A lot of police everywhere today. Don't see any damage to. Oh, there's Sears. Just a little bit of. A little bit of smashed glass. Looks like Granville was not hit quite as hard. Walls here were tagged up. Now cleaning them off. There's the police helicopter again. Not entirely sure why, but he is up there. Here it looks like one of the doors was smashed in. windows at the Winners and Future Shop. Doesn't look like there's a lot of damage inside. Let's see if the elevator still works. Seems to. And there's the Future Shop. I'm not sure if they were actually broken into or not. Smashed in windows. There's two of those TVs were smashed. Some of the windows upstairs are cracked. Doors were kicked in. Looks like somebody tried to kick in that window. Car rental place that got broken into. Doors smashed. They're still open though, despite the windows all being broken. Interesting, this panel doesn't have anything written on it yet. All kinds of broken glass. Another window got smashed in. And over here is what's probably going to be the biggest pain in the ass to clean up. This used to be white. All used to be completely white, kind of like that. But that's a lovely smell. Yeah, this is where the car was set on fire. Paint peeling from the ceiling. Yeah, the smell is a mixture of burnt plastic and used oil. Obviously not as strong as it was last night, but you can still smell it. Smashed newspaper box. Melted something or other. Bits of car. Bits of paint from the ceiling, I believe. Looks like the fixtures for those wires just melted and everything fell down. But they're still open, just like everything else. We're approaching ground zero of Stanley Cup riots. That's the coffee shop that was hit by a Molotov cocktail. And you can see quite extensive damage. There was a bit of a mess in the lobby here, but they've cleaned that up now. So far, Glenn's Coffee is the only business we've seen that's had to close down because of damage. This bus stop is still in service despite being smashed up. Bank of Montreal still open. Window smashed. And this block here between Homer and Hamilton is basically ground zero. Smashed up windows in the post office. The damage is, it's not obvious here, but if you go a block or so ahead, you can certainly smell the fact that there were like 30 overturned outhouses there. I believe where that car is parked right now is where the first car fire was started. And where that news crew is set up is where the second car fire was started. And now you can smell the results of the overturned outhouses. And then this courtyard, there used to be potted plants lining here, but people felt the need to throw those at police officers. And up here there were probably hundreds of people standing on that. Thankfully it didn't collapse. And there was actually a bunch of people, there was a performance on at this theater. There were a bunch of people trapped inside during the riot because it just wasn't safe to leave. This, I believe, is just routine work. It's been like this for ages. However, I can't imagine. Yes, it looks like the rioters may have trampled this, whatever this is. So that's going to take a little bit longer. And then this big black spot you see was at one time 2 police cars. Scrolling billboard there people tried to knock over but failed. In fact, I believe it still works. Yeah, it does. But, yeah. That is what's left of 2 Vancouver police cars. As you can see, there's... Go over here. One of these little smart cars was actually flipped, but it was not set on fire. Over here, I believe this is the Hummer that was set on fire, but don't quote me on that. Some kind of vehicle that was set on fire, or possibly just a pile of garbage. I don't really know. Point is, no, it's got that burnt oil smell to it. That was a car. Surprisingly, no damage at the SkyTrain station. Shows how many people were really interested in leaving. ticket machines still say go Canucks go.